Ladies, let me express myself, baby. Oh, oh, oh. No, 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 yeah. I didn't want to go shopping. I didn't want to go to the club. I didn't want to go anywhere, 'cause I don't need no love. I didn't want to take you out. I didn't want to take you home. I didn't want to fall in love with you, but girl, you break my heart when I saw you today with him. Girl, I can't believe what you did. Girl, you made a fool of me.
Welcome to 1620 Blanchard. I say welcome again. The heat is in the house. We get a hot one here all the way from the Caribbean. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Today's host is Robin Unger, creative director Jeremiah Armstrong, and I am producing this show. And the commish is in the commission's position, the executive producer. Once again, we have here at 1620 the podcast central here in Victoria on Blanchard. We have Ghozt Walka in the house. That's Ghozt Walka. Welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah.
Wow.
Keep it alive and well.
That was a great entrance. Fantastic.
Beautiful song. If you can shut the music off.
All right.
That'd be great. Thank you. Welcome, Ghozt Walka, a friend of mine from a few years ago.
Yeah.
Great musician, local musician, who's been on the scene for a little while, working open mics and getting out there and entertaining the people. Welcome to our show today.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you have been in the music scene for quite a few years, working on your own, just figuring out the sound you want to put out there, and working on the beats. And how did you get into producing music yourself?
Well, it all happened a few years ago. Well, I used to be a dancer. I used to be a hip-hop dancer. I danced a lot with crews, and then I had a crew that I named after me called Ghozt Walkas. And then I created that crew, and then we just be dancing, and then I figured after a while I just wanted to add the two together, and then I started doing music. So I started doing music, and then I started writing my own songs, and I started do karaoke here and there, and then I did sing in a band. I sing in a band for a few years, and then we perform in hotels and clubs and bars and restaurants and many different type of gigs. And then move on from there. I decided to do my own stuff continuously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And was this the Ghozt Walka's dancing group? Was that in Victoria or?
No, that was in the Caribbean.
That was back.
I was a dancer too. What kind of dances were you getting into? Like
Kit Warren?
Big Daddy Kane? What styles were you sort of looking at and watching?
More like Michael Jackson.
Okay.
More like hip hop.
Right on.
The real breaking.
Yeah, breaking.
From the movie Breaking 1 and Breaking 2.
Very
cool.
Yeah, Boogaloo Shrimp back in the day.
Would you lay down the cardboard and do it in the sidewalk?
Yeah, when I came to Canada, I did it. We did it at the Centennial Square. We danced there for a few years. Well,
very cool.
Yeah, showed on the mat.
Lots of people watching.
Yeah,
cool.
Every week.
So do you go to the Caribbean Latin Festival then?
Not really. I only been to it probably a few times, probably 1 or 2 times, but not as much. I work a lot, so I don't have
just
time.
a note, Ken, if you're on the buttons there, please feel free to switch back and forth to the one who's talking would be great. Thank you. Excellent. So
It's my first day on the job.
this is Kenny's first day behind on the buttons here, so
He's usually a host. Now he's got to push buttons.
it's okay. It's a learning curve around here. We all like to learn.
There is a good-looking guy right there.
There we go. Okay.
I had it on you for a long time, Robin, because you're a great-looking guy.
That's okay. I appreciate that. I haven't been out on the video much with our podcast so far, so it's a good start.
Yeah.
So you were dancing with this crew. Did you start making music when you were still in the Caribbean, or?
Yeah, I did. I did for a while, but I was more focused on just being in a band because it pays the bills, pays the rent,
Right.
So we do a lot of cover songs, like reggae songs,
Yeah.
R&B songs, country songs. We do a lot of dance songs, soca music from the Caribbean.
Right, right.
So a lot of the soca music we do, it's like really hype up, so it's get people dancing and stuff. And then reggae is like lay back and you rock to the music, and
And then the country is kind of in between, maybe.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of country fans down in the Caribbean?
Yeah, you would never believe it. I grew up listening country music.
Right, that's interesting. Yeah.
Who's your top country artist?
Kenny Rogers,
Nice
Jim Reeves,
work.
Loretta Lynn.
Could you throw down a little Kenny Rogers? What's it? Is it the Gambler? The Gambler?
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound to nowhere, met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep.
Nice work.
Beautiful.
Just throws it out. It rolls off. So is that in the singing training? All these different soaker to country. It gives you the dialect needed in practice, eh?
Yeah. And it helps me a lot when I sing different music, because when I sing music that are more hype up, it kind of help my breathing a lot different. When I sing slow songs, it helps. Like when I sing Michael Jackson or Michael Bolton or Celine Dion, it's more.
Right.
Yeah, I don't do Celine Dion. Like I do it in like home.
Your
Right.
version.
In the shower, maybe?
Yeah, in the shower.
The shower's on?
I love her songs. She's
Right.
amazing.
So you're saying you like to do these different artist practice because it tests
helps.
your range
Yeah.
and tests all sorts of
Yeah,
your abilities as a vocalist.
yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
It's good practicing, but sometimes you just have to watch how you sing certain songs, because it can also damage your vocals.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've spoken about this in the past, I think,
Yeah.
between us, where someone will try to change their voice, and it's they're straining the muscle instead of actually loosening it up.
Yeah.
And
So is this like pulling in a hamstring or something? Like it's like a sport injury for music? Is like a vocal cord damage?
Well,
Or does it lasting, or does it heal after a couple weeks, or what do we got here?
It depends on how you define it, because
Yeah.
sometimes when you sing a song that really wrecks your voice might be out for like days, or and then you might have problems singing after that.
what do you mean by out? Like scratchy, like it's sore, like an actual sore
like when you
voice
go to a
box?
show and you shout on the top of your voice, and your voice just
Yeah.
trashed
Shot
after
for
that.
a while,
It's just like you can't talk the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're out for
Right.
yeah.
And so that's why it's good to probably warm up for one, and then also not. What are the things that people do when they do strain their voice? Why are they straining it? Is there something you can explain, a reasoning, or is that?
I don't know if there's anything I can explain about
Yeah.
that, because
Or maybe what he means is when you go into the type of stretching for your voice, when do you damage yours? On the high notes?
well, most time it's always be on the notes that you cannot hit, and you're straining your voice by trying to sing that note every
Gotcha.
single second. So the more you do it, the harder it gets, and then the more pressure it puts on your vocal cords, and then you end up with yeah, it's like singing for too long, and then after your voice just can't take it anymore.
So we you brought us in on a nice little ditty there. We're gonna have you play 2 songs today. That one, what was that one called?
Yeah, the song that I was singing is called "Ungrateful Bitch."
Ungrateful Bitch.
Yeah, it's
I think we've all known a few of those throughout our lives.
yeah.
Now, is an ungrateful bitch because you at the time the man is an ungrateful man, or is it a learning process? Because what I've looked at, guys, is you are me and I am you, and the female is a version of you, and maybe at times we're down and out, or we're going through some vibrational things, and the women around us just pick that up.
Yeah, I think most time it's just being in a relationship where someone have to accept you as you are.
Yeah.
And just being, hey, if I'm honest with you, you be honest. You don't do the other stuff that, because life, we have expectations, but sometimes we don't have those expectations of the person that we say we love, Because when you have those expectations, you might as well just tell this person, hey, this is my expectation. And then you say, okay, I can't meet your expectation. How about you go find somebody else?
So clear communication.
Yeah, instead of being this way, and then you do all of that for them, and then eventually they just hurt you, and then they do the stuff that you never expect them to do, and then it's just like, hey, I give it my all, and in the first place I didn't want to do this, and I didn't want to do that, because I didn't want to get involved in this, because I know the pain behind it. But then you just let it go on and you did it, and then this is what happened afterwards.
Right. Right.
They break your heart, and then
And so this one may have broken your heart in some way.
oh, you did.
Do you want to finish that song? Do you want to sing the full song here?
Yeah.
Well, let's start it up here from
Okay.
1620 Blanchard.
we're gonna rock
1620 podcast. This is Ghozt Walka.
With
And he's gonna do-
Ungrateful Bitch.
Ghozt Walka for the ladies. Let me express myself, baby. Oh, oh, oh. No, yeah. I didn't want to go shopping. I didn't want to go to the club. I didn't want to go anywhere because I don't need no love. I didn't want to take you out. I didn't want to take you home. I didn't want to fall in love with you, but girl, you break my heart when I saw you today with me. Girl, I can't believe what you did. Girl, you made a fool of me. You ungrateful bitch. 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 You ungrateful bitch. 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 Oh, you are home, you are home, you are home, you are home, you are home. Girl, you are a home to me. Oh, you are home, you are home, you are home, you are home. I said you are a home to me. I didn't want to call you a bitch. I didn't want to call you a whore. I didn't want to call you anything I know was going to hurt. I didn't want to meet your mom. I didn't want to meet your dad. I didn't want to fall in love with you, but girl, you break my heart when I saw you today with my best friend. Girl, I can't believe what you did. Girl, you made a fool of me. You ungrateful bitch. 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 You ungrateful bitch. 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 Girl, you are home, you are home, you are home, you are home, you are home. I said you are a home to me. Oh, you are home, you are home, you are home, you are home. I said you are a home to me. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You ungrateful bitch. Oh, you ungrateful bitch. You are bitch. Oh, you are home. You are home. You are home. You are home. I tell you are a home to me. Girl, you're a home to me.
What a passionate song. What a great voice. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fabulous. And
Yeah.
you can hear it come out. It's like, whoa. She tore your heart rate out, this one, man. That's where that song comes from,
Yeah.
is real passion, right?
It's the emotion and
Yeah.
the feeling that you're feeling, and I wrote that song. It was 5 years ago when I wrote that song.
Wow. And you still hitting the high notes. So that one
Yeah, it's
was
still,
one to remember. What lessons did you learn from all of that?
Well, most time we keep things in, and then we go on hating the person that hurt us the most.
Holding a grudge.
And, but sometimes if there's a way you can let it out, most people choose to write, like, they have a book that they write their stories in, their life stories in. and you know you chuck it away. But when you can literally voice it out, like most people do poetry, and they tell their stories in a poetry, and it's like you tell that story over and over. The more you tell the story, the more relief you feel, and the more I sing that song, the more relief I feel from the pain that happened.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they say the more you talk about something, the more you get over it.
Yeah, the balance
It's a
comes
form
back.
of therapy.
Yeah, it's a
absolutely.
release of the vibrational.
Yeah, well, I could tell that that one definitely had an impact on you, and you had to express that.
Yeah, that's
And,
why in the beginning
let-
it said, "Let me express myself."
Right. Yeah, and
Do you find that it's the men that like that song, or do you get a lot of women that kind of enjoy that?
I
one?
performed the song at the Mint, and I did it in open mics, and the response I got back was really huge. You know, guys like it, women like it, because a lot of the people that came and talked to me, they say they can relate because they understand how it feels to be in that situation, because they all been there.
Yeah, we go
once
through it.
in their life, or twice in their life, a few times.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for that one. That was very good. And so you got into creating music when you were back in your home country, Grenada, and Grenada. Yeah, I'm sure people screw that up all the time.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Grenada. My apologies.
How big is Grenada, and whereabouts is it?
It's in the Caribbean, close to Trinidad, Barbados.
Lots of soccer. So you play
Yeah, lots of
sports?
soccer, lots of cricket, lots of few basketball, and a lot of other sports like athletics, and we do a lot of this Caribbean stuff that we do, dancing and cultural music.
Yeah, and so you got into producing music down there. Were you? You said you learned how to play piano. What brought you to that?
Well, learning how to play piano, I was in a band and I only sing, and everybody else was playing the instrument. You know, so I figured being the lead singer, I was playing piano at the time, but I was no pro. You know, I was just like few little things. You know, some of my songs that I can sing, I play them, and then I figured, you know, I should do it on a full note. When I came to Canada, I figured, okay, I'm not in a band anymore. I quit the band and I came to Canada, and then here I am, and I decided, okay. So 5 years now, I've been on and off playing the piano. So it's been 5 years. It's not like forever. Some people think I've been playing forever, but
Yeah, well, that's a compliment, I suppose, when you hear that.
yeah.
And you we'll promote at the end here too. But you go to a lot of open mics and play. Was it the Mint you're going to on Monday nights? You go to often.
Yeah.
Are there any other locations you go?
Well, I do my own private little gigs that I do for, around the place. I do like, there's a gig that I do downtown. I sing for an hour and play. And then a gig that I do out in Langford, I sing for an hour and play. And here and there, I do 1 or 2 times certain places, and I just play and sing for an hour and get paid for it.
Right. Well, that's
Yeah, so if people want to hit me up and say, hey, I want you to sing, then I sing like, sometimes I play a few little one or two country songs and R&B or slow classics.
a nice mixture for people.
And then I do some
Very
of
cool.
my songs also that I write.
Cool. And we're encouraging you to start up your Instagram account here, so you could be able to find our friend at Ghozt Walka, which is GHOZTWALKA. If you would like to book our man for any private shows or anything like that in the future here.
Yeah, I haven't really created any page yet because for me it's just like, if you're not famous yet, the page not so much. I think you have to get that vibe out there first and see what the people respond to, and then people would like your page honestly because they like your music.
Yeah,
it's hard to get people to like your music or like your thing when they don't really never heard of you. It's kind of different.
Well, I guess it's the chicken or the egg scenario, because you can start putting up some of your music on your page and getting people interested in going from there.
What would you like to happen from this podcast? Like, we got a big producers watching this and stuff, and they're hearing this great voice and this. You're getting paid at small gigs, but would you like to do a bigger show, or what's your focus?
Well, that's my goal. My goal is my music career. Typically, as a singer, songwriter, and a dancer, I still dance hip hop, especially if I'm performing my song and I'm not playing the piano. But when I'm playing the piano, it's take away all the other performance. It's more like just piano and singing. Yeah, I probably could do a little.
You don't have one of those over-the-shoulder piano carriers so you can dance and play at the same time? Or don't they have a keytar? Ken, have you ever played the keytar over there?
Sorry, not me.
Oh, no, you're okay. But they do exist. I like those.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried one of those before?
Oh, no, I've never tried any one of those things. Probably never heard of it.
No, it's basically it's a guitar with the keys on it like a piano.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it from old school stuff.
Yeah, that
But
may.
I've never played one.
Right. Well, if anyone out there has a keytar, you can bring it down to the Mint, and our friend might play it for you.
Yeah, that
The Mint's on Douglas. You go down the stairs down below. So that's Monday nights at what time?
open mic. It starts
mic.
at 8:30, and Pete is the host of the show. He's the
Great
one that
food
hosts the
there
show.
too. That is,
Yeah.
and you know what? That is Nepalese kind of Caribbean style. They have a bunch of dishes down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of good singers that comes out with their own stuff, and comedians come out and tell their jokes and stuff, and then they new stuff when they want to tell it. And Pete is a good host. He has the one Pete's Variety Show. He has the Instagram and he has a Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to find the event, you can find the event and
Pete's Variety Show.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you mentioned comedy. You were a bit of a jokester yourself, I
Yeah,
know.
I
Have you
do.
done the open mic yet there, or are you?
No, I haven't
No.
do any jokes because
Okay.
I think it was a little too much because I did acting in theater back home, and it's a lot of jokes telling, a lot of comedian
Improv,
and
fun
singing
stuff.
and dancing, and like relationship breakups and problems and stuff. So it's more like theater or acting,
Right.
and telling jokes that people can laugh when you say something. It's more funny that way.
Fair enough. I know we've exchanged jokes in the past.
I was surprised when you laid down the first bitch line. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa! It almost hit
Wasn't
me.
expecting
Like,
that one.
yeah, it was like an unexpected twist of this beautiful sound, like this magical voice you got, and then you're laying down the.
I know a lot of people didn't expect it to.
Yeah.
Some people was like, I didn't expect it after all the singing in the beginning, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, boop,
Well,
it was just a sudden bitch.
You're pulling them in with
it's
the
almost like
with the beautiful melodies, and then all of a sudden you're slapping them a quick one to get their senses. And
I think the whole feeling behind that is just like when I said the word bitch, is like how you would express yourself literally, it's
Right.
just like
In
tell
the
the person
moment.
exactly how you feel, and then I just figured I just say it exactly how I feel in the song, and just got nothing else to say after that, just bitch,
yeah.
bitch,
yeah,
yeah.
there's not many words to say
Yeah,
after
because
that.
when you
Once,
say somebody ungrateful bitch, it's like that's it.
that's it. We don't want to.
No matter what you say after that,
No more
just
talking.
bitch.
Yeah,
So it's almost like your walk away. So
That's
you're
the
like,
final-
okay,
Yeah.
like the
Final
final
straw.
exclamation
Yeah, and then
point.
you have the echo going after that, bitch, bitch.
Too Short's one of my favorite guys. I grew up listening to him, and it's always been biatch, nonstop.
I like that one.
Hey, I love it.
From Friday.
Yeah.
They say, you get knocked up. Bitch.
And it's an expression of relieving the emotion and the vibration of your body.
Yeah.
It's kind of like feels good to get that out.
Yeah, the energy, don't keep it around.
No.
Like, the negative energy, you just gotta let it out.
Yeah.
Let it just manifest wherever, not in you, because when it gets in you, then it takes control.
Yeah, it'll fester in
I'd love to hear another one. If your vocal cords have been stretched and properly warmed up. I don't know.
Most time I've never warmed up.
You
I
haven't.
just go for
you
it.
just go for it. Like I'm a little older now, so in MMA we're doing stretches and preparing the body. And I find
have to.
after and before,
Yeah.
it sure saves us a lot.
Well, from a gymnastic coach perspective,
Oh.
which I've been
Oh.
for the past few years, and you always have to get yourself warmed up. Number one is like get the running going, get the blood flow up, and then I keep it up. Like you run for a few minutes or so. Once your body get warmed up, then you can perform a lot better. And the more your body warmed up, you can perform at maximum.
Yeah, gymnastics is hardcore. So you're doing the pommel horse. You're doing all what? This is
Yeah.
that's
this guy's pretty strong. He's also a parkour
fantastic.
practitioner. You don't go around.
We
town
could do a
and-
couple shows.
There's a Victoria Parkour team that we have, Facebook page Victoria Parkour. If people want to do parkour, you can look up the page and follow where the guys at, because there's guys we do parkour around Victoria.
in.
You
But I
jump
haven't
from-
done it in a while. I've been more
I love
working
that.
and
You can jump from one building to the other.
Well, it depends on how far apart the building are.
You might have
Good
to,
point.
Yeah, you don't want to be like Spider-Man the first time jump.
Okay, I'm not going to. I think I'll avoid the experiment.
Yeah, we won't get Ken in there jumping around quite yet.
We had a game as kids that was like, just follow me.
Yeah.
And we didn't know we were doing parkour. We're like, okay, follow me. Run through backyards, jumping over buildings, fences. And then that was the sport.
Yeah, that's the start of it all, really.
As a kid, I've learned how to do capoeira, which is martial arts dancing. It's kind of really fun. I love to do that. So that was influenced by a lot of my gymnastic skills. And then I did a little bit of taekwondo and a little bit of karate in between. And on some of those, it helps me.
Fantastic. We're going to have to get you in the ring. We've got the ring
Yeah, did you
next
see the
door
ring?
here.
I know he told me. Robin
so-
told me about the ring a few months ago, maybe about 7 or 8 months ago. He told me about it.
Cool.
So he has a friend that set a ring outside, and I was like, really? I saw it. And
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's the Commonwealth ring, and we like training in there in all aspects. I've never done capoeira, so definitely if we can get you in the ring.
It's like next. It's like capoeira is like learning a new dance, you know. And if you can learn a new dance, or you can learn how to dance and move your body, it helps you to be more fluent, and it's really good. When you do capoeira, you get that soul into you, that music into you, and then you have that vibe. You know, just like some MMA fighters, you see they go on stage and they have a certain music that can amp them up.
Yeah.
You know, that movie, that song that can take you from being calm to being, I'm ready for this.
Circulation, oxygen,
to get
rhythm,
the adrenaline
tempo.
going. Get the adrenaline
Fantastic.
Cool. Yeah, so why don't we dip into another song here if you'd like to? We got a reggae song here.
Yeah, the reggae song that I'm about to sing is, I wrote it for a friend back in 2000 and I can't remember. It's a very long time, almost 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and she really liked it, and then her friends like it, and people like it. But I've never released it. I just record it.
This is a
left it there.
1620 release.
Yeah.
Wow.
So-
And so this one is it to sort of pick up the new ladies, or is this one kind of like the old one?
This one is an old one, but
Yeah.
it's more like love me, love me, love me. It's
Oh,
just
cool.
telling the girl love me, you know. It's just like you're saying you was looking for love, but you didn't know that she was looking for love too.
Right
Yeah.
on.
So it happens like
So
that.
this one,
sometimes.
Ken, I think we should give an intro out to the ladies out there because I think they're going to really enjoy this one, and we want to prep this song for all these young ladies listening.
Yeah, I think this song, it's like a message to women and men. You know, you never know when you're looking for love where you're gonna find it, because sometimes you look for love and you don't even know it's right in front of you. Because that song is like saying that it's like you was looking for love, but you never knew it was right in front of you. Sometimes the person you think
Pushing
you push
buttons.
in a friend zone is not really wanting to be in a friend zone. And that's the person you're probably looking for all your life, but you can't see it because you put them in a friend zone. But sometimes you have to realize that person in the friend zone is the person that actually cares about you, not the person that doesn't give a damn. And you
Very
put them
cool.
in a friend zone, and then you go looking for something that is not within your limit. It's like you're just looking for this guy that is so up there, but this guy doesn't have what you want because he's a total douchebag.
Awesome.
You know, sometimes it's just like, just look at what's in front of you, and then you can see the people that actually cares about you. It's the people that are close to you, and you see them, and sometimes you don't realize that they really do care. You just take the time out to like really communicate with them, and then you see where you are and where they stand. Because most time we're so busy just rushing by in life and just, you know, hey friend, what's up? And then you realize this person is just there because they just they don't just care. Sometimes they just the person that really look for you and have your good interests at hand.
Very
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
Awesome. Well, whenever you're ready,
yeah.
fire that beat up and we'll rock.
For all the ladies out there from 1620, the podcast central, podcast.com, 1620. Here he is, the pulsating prince of pure pleasure. Will you please welcome back for the Love Me song? He is Ghozt Walka.
He's still locating the songs while
Well done.
continue this intro off of Ken's sultry sound there. We're really looking forward to this on this rainy day in Victoria.
Bringing the Caribbean to the heat of the city.
Exactly. All right.
Oh na 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 na. na 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 na. Yeah, I was looking for love in all of the wrong places until I met this girl who came and changed my ways. And I didn't know that she was looking for love, and I couldn't see that love was in front of me. Now I see love from a distance, and it's coming back to me, and I feel love getting closer, closer than my friend. Girl, I want you to love me. Love me, love me, love me. Girl, I want you to love me. Love me, love me, love me. I sit and I wonder, and I come from 1 to 3. I think about the girls I have met, them that is history. I made up my mind to love this girl forever. Oh, damn, she's fine, and I want the whole world know that I see love from a distance, and it's coming back to me, and I feel love getting closer, closer than my friends. Girl, I want you to love me. Love me, love me, love me. Girl, I want you to love me. Love me, love me, love me. Girl, you said that you need my love, and I want to wrap my arms around you, girl. Yes, and I know that the love we feel is real. So let's show the world that the love we feel is real. Girl, I see love from a distance, and it's coming back to me, and I feel love getting closer, closer than our friends. Girl, I want you to love me. Love me, love me, love me. Girl, I want you to love me. Love me, love me, love me. Girl, I see love from a distance, and it's coming back to me, and I feel love. Oh, na na na, yeah. I see love, girl, from a distance. Whoa, 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 na na, yeah, na na. Na 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 na. Oh, yeah, yeah. I see love from a distance, girl.
Yeah. Fantastic. Now that's good vibrations. That song's pulling you up.
Yeah.
That song's bringing the girls in. I bet you you get them chasing you down now with that. Because as soon as you talk like that and sing like that, I'm sure they're chasing you.
Yeah.
No?
I think they have been his whole life, but this man is a proud father.
Oh,
yeah, I'm
of
a
four.
proud father of 4. I got twin girls. I got a boy who is 2 years old.
So then that song actually helped back then.
Well, it's a story. It's a story that I want to tell. That those are the stories in my songs that a lot of people can relate, and most of the time I share my feelings, my emotions, and I share it because there's a lot of people that have the same experience in life, and then. Some people, when they listen to your music, you want to know what they get, whether it's positive or negative vibe or what it. Some people, you can help them actually. When they listen to your music, you give them that extra, encouragement, that saying, hey, love is real, I won't give up, I feel it. And, oh, my friend, I didn't realize this person really liked me. And sometimes we go all our life just, wondering who's really in love with us, and we can't find it because sometimes we're blinded. Because I wrote a song called Blinded also, when you're blinded, you can't see, because sometimes you think you're in love, but you're not in love. You're so infatuated. And love is a funny thing.
Lust instead of love, eh?
Yeah, and love can be blinding, but sometimes we have to read it in black and white.
Right
it's
on.
not always colorful, sometimes we don't see it, but it's only you can make it colorful. We don't expect it to be colorful when we see it. It's you to make it colorful, because it takes one person to realize, hey, this is my life. I'm in charge of my life. Nobody controls my life, You're the one holding the steering wheel. You're the one guiding you down that path. If you let the steering wheel go, and you don't have no cruise control, then you're literally going to be crashing.
Well, even if you have cruise control, you're only going straight. No one's steering at that
Yeah.
point. So
And then when you reach a corner, you won't turn because someone else is taking control of the vehicle, not you.
that's right. That's right.
So
Well,
sometimes
that's
you have to take the control of the steering wheel.
That's very good
Yeah.
advice for everybody.
Most people say Jesus take the wheel, but Jesus will only take the wheel if you literally put the work out. You know, you put the work out and you accept him, and he's in there in your life, and you're involved with him. And then he would be there for you. It's just like a friend. You be there for your friend will be there for you. You know, if you don't be there for your friend, some friends will be there, but there comes the times when they'll be like, you know what, I'll let you fall so you can feel the pain. You know, sometimes we have to pick up the slack
yeah.
and brush our knees off and say, hey, I can do this. You know, like when a boxer get in the ring or MMA fighter get in the ring, you know, it's all you, man.
Yeah,
Not your
there's
coach
no-
anymore. Your coach is on the sideline.
Yeah.
It's all you in the ring.
Yeah, they can
Nobody
only,
else.
They can only take you so far.
Yeah, the coach can take you there, but it's up to you. Just like a camel, you take the camel to the well or to the water, and you can't force it to drink.
So in that relationship stuff, what have you found where now you got kids and a family? Obviously, you've built up the skills to make correct moves and do the right things. What is the number one thing that people can do to build these quality relationships?
Most time you have to look at what you have and accept it, because if you don't accept what you have, it's going to be difficult to accept anything else, because sometimes you accept what you have and then you realize to yourself, can I do more? And if you can't do more, you do more. Most time you do it, but knowing in the end that you're going to be happy and people around you is going to be happy. Not hoping that you please people and then you're unhappy, because if you please people and you're unhappy, then that's going to rub off in the wrong way, because when people get to really know the true you, then you lose all that value that they saw before, because sometimes being a fake is not real, because a fake is always going to be a fake until you really be who you are.
Yep.
And you'll be amazed by when people accept you for who you are, because then nobody can take that away. You know, most time you just be who you are. People gonna like your qualities. You know, a lot of people's gonna hate you. Obviously, there's always haters out there.
Hey, I've been
No matter what.
I've been playing that one, being it myself, and
Yeah.
I'm a little loud, obnoxious sometimes. And,
Hate is always there. No matter what you do, there's always people gonna be. See, it starts from a jealousy, and then the jealousy becomes a big hate, and then that hate rub off on someone else and someone else. But when people know the true you and the real you, and you're legit yourself, you're like, people gonna be like, hey, this is this guy, this is who he is. You know, he's not trying to be somebody else. You know, that's why I said all my life, I've never been motivated most by a musician out there. I never try to be a version of somebody else. I always just be me. You know, yeah, I sing singers and artists, and you know, I sing their music, but doesn't mean that I'm motivated by them. Most of the time, I just listen to how people sing songs and how they tell their stories, and it helps me. Like most of the country songs that I listened to as a kid, it always tells a story, and you know, most of the songs you tell a story of how things happen, how it feels. You know, because when you listen to Kenny Rogers and he talk about, you know, buy me a rose coming from work, it's like that's a relationship story. The woman is telling him all she needs is just buy me a rose coming from work. Nothing else more than that. You know, show me
Just
you love me.
Yeah,
You know?
a simple gesture.
Yeah.
Coward of the country.
Yeah, the cow. You see that one again? It's the same thing. It's telling the story of the guy who's gambling. You got to know when to pull, know when to fold, know when to. You know?
The gambler, yeah.
You wait. You don't rush into things. You just wait. You take your time and then make the right move. It's just
Use
like
your
playing
intuition as well.
Chess. Just like playing chess, you read the moves before you play. You don't just play without even. reading
the
board.
rose has the sweet terpenes. It's like a secret weapon. The terpenes take the vibration of the lady to another level of clarity, which is 750 hertz. Look at that. Now we're 1520. Some of the glue just came on while we were talking about the vibrations of the rose.
The time change is coming, so we might be.
1520.
We didn't lose that on camera though, so nobody knows, and except that we just talked about it.
And the magic in here.
The magic.
Yeah. So getting back to your music here, you've been you've been doing your own production as well for many years. You produce your own beats as well.
I make my own beats.
Is that started back when you were in the dance group, or did you?
Yeah, when I was in the dance group, because we used to mix and edit our own songs.
Right.
Like cut them up how we want, and then we add effects and different stuff. So we use all the programs that are there that can make beats. So we add in certain necessary things, and then we, if we want to make it kind of ghosty like or kind of.
Do you have these beats for sale yet? Are you doing beats for sale for people, or just for your own music?
I don't do beats for sale because most of the beat that I do, it's out of a song that came from my mouth. It's like a melody I get, and then I create the melody after the song.
Okay.
So most time the beat goes with the song, not the other way around.
Right.
Most time if I do a beat and I never had a song or melody to it's just most time it just sits there and I don't really do anything about it. And it just sits there. Yeah. Most time it just sits there. I don't really get around to do that because most time when I create the melody, I create that sound that stays with the melody. So whenever I hear the beat, the song comes on in my brain right off the snap. It's just like, hey, because I made beats that I just sit on that just experimenting. I made beats and people like them, but I've never really done any song to them. They just sits there. I said maybe in the future if somebody really wants to do a collaboration, maybe they would find a better melody, like the people that sing songs towards the beat.
But you mainly just produce for yourself, though.
We need to do a beat here for 1620 podcasts.
Yeah.
Well, get writing your raps over here, Kit.
I haven't written any raps. I love rap.
Rippity. Jeremiah, he raps.
Jeremiah's done a bit of.
He did about 6 or 7 songs last show.
Yeah.
Tune
Dig
in.
one up right now.
Tune into Miss Mellow.
Ghozt Walka, not a shit talker. Making us what?
Better?
Where's Jeremiah?
Better in a life like the Shaka.
Here he comes.
Ooh. Okay, we have a quick.
I'm too technically inclined at the moment to write a dope rhyme. I'm just going to say I stoned it. I set it down. I passed it back to the Ghozt Walka. He's a smooth talker. The ladies love. They flock to him. So he's going to sing like Rin Tin Tin, bust a beat, my friend.
Oh. So we gonna go down to the street. Everybody dance now to the beat. Look, happy feet. Everybody wanna do it. Just eat.
Just eat.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry.
It's fun shooting it on the fly. It's almost like the b-boy dances back.
I like to do the b-boy thing.
I did dancing in high school, and when you dance out there with a group of guys and you're in a big dance hall, all of the girls and all the people come, and it creates this great energy.
Yeah.
So your music and dance mix.
Oh, yeah.
Are you just pushing out this great energy to the world, and that's your vibe now, or what's the passion behind it?
Well, more of me is like I'm more like an entertainer. I like to entertain, like dance and sing at the same time. So my goal is dancing and singing. I learned to play the piano because I figured I had that passion for it when I was a kid, but never got to play it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people in the Caribbean growing up, like kids, they don't have the money to buy a piano or buy a guitar, so they never get the chance to. When they finally do get the chance to, they have all that talent just hidden up in there, And cool. I self-taught myself, like, playing the piano. Nobody has ever taught me anything about the piano. I just got up one day and I just said, hey, let me just listen to a few songs. I listened to a few songs trying to find a melody, and there it was. I just started finding chords and finding melody, and then just stopped playing songs like crazy.
So you were just started practicing, and then you learned as you went.
Yeah, play a song and then you find the key to the song and then you play along. And it comes gradually, and then singing along and playing along makes it easier. Yeah, I think most time it's harder when you just play the song without singing it, and then when you try to sing it, the passion is not, the emotions doesn't really feel in. But when you literally just soak your whole self into the music and you go along, you feel it and you hear every instrument in the song. Mm-hmm. And most time we listen to a song, but we never listen to the whole depth and the melody that someone puts in, the work they put in, the energy and the time to make that beat songs like full, make it songs, the whole. Because every instrument in there has its purpose, and it brings the music alive. You know, like the vocals, your vocals on top of it make it more even out there. It takes it to a whole new level.
Well, on a rainy day here in Victoria, you've brought the energy in this room up to like level 10.
Sunshine.
Like
Wet and cold outside.
Yeah, but you know, the heat in this room, I feel warm. I feel my heart, my body circulating, and it's the energy from the music.
Yeah.
Pump up tunes.
Yeah. You got Robin in the hood.
Robin in the hood.
Always hanging in the hood here.
Yeah.
Myself. Yeah. So you're planning on being tonight, which it won't air.
mic.
It won't air soon enough for that. But most Mondays you're going to the Mint for the open mics.
Most Mondays, not all Mondays, unless I'm working.
Right.
If I get a call and hey, I gotta go to work, I can't go tonight.
Yeah.
Which I wish I can go every night because I want to get my music out there.
Well, this platform ideally will get you out there to some more folks that will be interested in your tunes and booking you for some private shows possibly, or who knows what from here. What else could we ask you then? So what music platform do you make your beats on? Is that
I use Logic Pro, and I still use Fruity Loop because that's where I started on. I started on Fruity Loop. I used to use Reason, and I used to use a few other things like Pro Tools, but I don't really use Pro Tools now. I just stick to Logic Pro because I don't want to get myself too mixed up in too much of the software thing because I'm more writer, singer, and I don't want to be experimenting, not just wasting time. I just rather practice singing, practice playing the piano, and getting my music levels up instead of trying to learn the whole software thing because
fair enough.
I don't want to be jack of all trades.
Yeah, well, I gotta say you're pretty good at making the beats as it is. So if you stay at this level and get slightly better, I think you'll be able to keep producing your own beats. And like you said, it's nice to be able to, when you do produce for yourself, you hear a melody in your head and you can put the beat that goes around it a lot easier than someone who's relying on another producer, right?
Yeah, it's easier that way for me. Sometimes I record it on my phone and then I go home and I play the melody that I was singing in my head with the piano. So it puts the whole concept together.
Right.
Because without the melody, you just literally going in blunt, trying to figure out what could I do to make this song sound good.
Yeah.
And then
What was your favorite cover? What's your favorite cover that you've done that you like playing?
I play a lot of cover songs. Let me see. Which
Country, is it what genre and what song would stand out as and you know why I'm doing this? I want to hear some more music from this man. His voice,
hear a cappella country song?
His voice is bouncing around the room here, and the people walking by, they're stopping and watching.
Well, John Legend has a song called All of Me.
Yep.
That's one of the songs that I love playing and
Very
sing.
powerful.
Also, it's like, because all of me love all of you.
Yeah.
Love your curve and all your edges. Perfect imperfections. So that's a good song. When I play it, sometimes it brings out a lot of emotion.
It's being the real you, right? Yeah.
And Bruno Mars have a song, When I Was Your Man.
Whoa.
I love playing that one too. Yeah, this one is a pretty good song because I like the range of it, the vocal range and the chord changes, the key changes, the whole rendition of it. Yeah.
Have you ever played any Gaelic music? East Coast music or Irish music? Have you ever thought of actually trying to sing a jig or something like that?
No.
Have you ever thought of, I met Bobby Lewis once, one of the greatest bass players in the world. He opened up for Snoop Dogg and plays guys like that. And he said he would, I believe he said, because you talked about Jesus earlier, but he would never play satanic music. Do you have any music that you would never play? You never sing?
For me, it has to be a song that has good influence.
Positive.
Good influence. It has to be positive because I don't think singing a negative song, most people might see a song as a negative song when it's a positive message. But it depends on what you define as positive and negative. Most times some song has its reason, but it also has its audience and people. People have their own choice of music and their own selection of music. Like people that like country song, like country song. It doesn't mean that they don't like pop country. Like some people like the different type of music. you know. And like Taylor Swift, when she first came on the heat, I love Taylor Swift's first song, that very first song. It was a storyline, you know, telling the music stories. Like, you have that feeling that you want to tell. You know, you love
Tal.
You know what?
He just said Tal and Taylor Swift in the same sentence, man.
And here's what we have.
Check
Had
this out.
We had Tal Bachman on, and Taylor Swift loves his music. Yeah. So she messaged him, called him up, and they played over in Vancouver one of Tal's hit songs.
BC place.
So would you like to sing a song with Taylor Swift? Because we're thinking about bringing her out on the show here, and I think a
We're not
rendition.
sure if she's popular enough yet, but
I think we could do a rendition here, a 1620 rendition with Ghozt Walka and Taylor Swift.
yeah,
That'd be pretty fun.
We'll look to set that up in the near
in
future.
the near future.
Kit always dreams big, and his dreams come true.
But they're actually referencing Tal Bachman, a local great musician. He had a song, "She's So High." You might be familiar. I would give some lyrics of it, but my voice is about as
It's a
smooth
you want to talk
as
about ripping your cord.
gravel there. Yeah. I'd be
You better
ripping-
warm up for that one,
I'd be
Robin.
bleeding out of my mouth. But she actually invited Tal Bachman to play with him in 2010 when he actually came to Vancouver, which was pretty cool. So
14,000 people. Are you ready for a show like that? 14,000 people.
Maybe 100,000.
100,000, yeah. 14's not enough here.
Football stadium.
Like a whole stadium.
Yeah,
there we go.
Sold out.
Yeah.
Right.
Wembley.
Well, we're looking forward to that when
I
that
would
comes.
like to
Roger Arena.
break into the Bruno Mars. I think that's the one.
Would you?
I like.
Do you feel like singing another song here, or do you a cappella? No.
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 Like, no, I gotta
Okay,
go.
I think we're reaching the time frame here.
Next podcast.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming on with us today. Thanks for performing those great songs, and
I really appreciate it, man.
yeah,
It's magic.
This is something that, you know, a lot of people need to like get that, you know, that motivation out there, get your music out there.
Yeah,
You know,
Get some,
share your vibes with everybody else, and bring the good vibes.
yeah.
well done.
Awesome. Well,
According to my great grandparents, they would say, one day, Congo tea. You know, people from the Caribbean would understand that.
How does it go?
one day, Congo tea.
One
Okay.
day, one day.
Congo tea.
Okay.
Do you want to translate that for us, or we have to look that one up
Yeah,
online?
Probably.
All right, everyone, look that one up online for anyone who wants to get that
Yeah.
translation.
If you have a Caribbean friend, just ask them. They will tell you.
Okay.
Well,
One day, como te.
well, blessings here
Congo
from
Day.
1620. It was
Okay.
a pleasure. Very, very nice voice. Good work, Robin. Robin's first show on the mic, and he rocked
This is
it
my
down.
first hosting episode here.
Boom.
Oh man!
And
look
Ken-
at that. One day,
Ken-
Congo tea.
Yes,
There
brother.
we go. I think I can pick up the message behind that one. And Ken, good work on the buttons there today.
He was fantastic.
Jeremiah, thank you for all your work that you do.
Yeah.
Follow us, please, at 1620 High Noon on social media, Instagram, etc. 1620podcasts.com. Ken, would you like to take us out?
From the 1620podcast.com. Thank you for having the show with us today, enjoying this, hearing it, seeing it, believing in it. Ghozt Walka was our guest. You can see Ghozt Walka on Facebook. It's spelled GHOZTWALKA at Facebook. And he's coming up to Instagram very quickly. Thanks for being on the show. What a great night. You are fantastic, sir. And thanks to the guys here at 1620, Jeremiah, Robin Unger, and Kid Warren.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm
for
Hurricane
having me.
Himes. Good night.
Right on.
Yeah.
Excellent.